George Dickel, Bottle and Bond, Tennessee whiskey. Blood old Tennessee Jack Daniel shit. Fuck. What do you get? It's all bourbon whiskeys. Fuck. Hey, it's Matt Bourbon Banters 2020. Today's review is going to be on George Dickel Tennessee Whiskey Bottle and Bond. This bottle here is actually 13 years old. Fucking old. Sitting in a warehouse for 13 years. Federal warehouse. Well, obviously I must have liked it. Can't remember drinking it. Haven't drank it in a while. But I must have liked it. So I'm going to pour me a glass right now, and I will give you the rundown. So with this bottle, it's a bottle and bond. You know the rules. It's 4 years. It's got to be at least 4 years. This baby's 13. One distilling season, one distiller, and one distillery. And it's got to be bottled at 100 proof. So it's going to be 100 proof. So and they did it because people were dying from mud water, claiming to be bourbon whiskeys or rye whiskeys, whatever, moonshine, whatever. So, 1897 they enacted the act of 1897, and the first bottle was available in 1901. Hey, 4 years. See, kind of think beyond whatever. So. With this comes out of George Dickel Distillery, a Tennessee. It's because they put it through charcoal filter crap stuff. It's bourbon whiskey. It's been proven bourbon whiskey. Proof 100, age 13 years on this baby. And with the bottle and bonds, I think they range 12 years, 13. It can range. So whenever they come out. And the mash bill on this is going to be 84 corn, 8% rye, and 8 malt and barley. MSRP on this is $45. So you're thinking 13 years, $45. Throw in by the inflation, say 55. You're like 13 years, $55. Well, George Dickel has a specific flavor note. And the way to describe it, I don't know if we even have that anymore, the fruity, the Flintstone vitamins, it's got that taste. So people call it a fruit vitamin or a medicinal taste. So it's a specific flavor profile that all of George Dickel has. The one that doesn't really have a whole lot of that Flintstone vitamin to it is probably the 8-year, George Dickel 8-year, and they pumped out a whole bunch of that stuff. Probably the best seller because they opened up their consumer, the consumer fucking thing. They opened up their range of consumers by reducing that medicinal, because I think that medicinal taste discourages a lot of people. But obviously they're still in business, still making probably gazillions of dollars, so somebody likes it. Anyone listening to this, hey, leave me a comment if you like George Dickel. Anybody that has ever tasted it, let me know, yay or nay. So if you like it, yeah. If you don't, let me know. I don't care. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. But obviously I must have liked this because I drank a shitload of it. And this thing's been sitting in the back, and I'm just trying to make a little more room for new bottles to come in. So the only way to do that is either hide it behind it, and I'm gonna get caught, and I'm gonna get shit from the old lady, or finish these things and replace it, pretend like nothing ever happened. I think that's probably the easier way, but like I said, ask for forgiveness. It's a whole lot easier than asking for permission. So, all right, to the nose. I get a little bit of medicinal, that fruity vitamins, or that vitamin taste to it, that smell to it. A little on the berry side, and light oak. Maybe a little bit of tobacco. All right, to the first sip, here we go. All right, on that first one, berries, maybe a little bit of nut. I don't know what kind of nuts. Not human nuts, but like the stuff that grow on the ground. A little bit of oak tobacco on that. But I am getting that Dickel signature Flintstone vitamin taste, but it's not like it's overpowering. I think what it does is it connects all those notes together and makes a smooth symphony of flavors. Did I say symphony? I'm sticking with it. It's kind of like the glue between all the notes as it moves along. So I'm going to take a second one. Here we go. Second one got a little more tobacco on it. A little bit of oak. The berries, I do, like I said, it's not that medicinal or that Flintstone vitamin. Those are both, that's how I'm describing that taste. It's not like it's overpowering, but it's like 2 rows back that you can still taste, while the flavor notes that stand out, like the berries, the nuts, the oak, the tobacco, they're in the forefront, but you do get a little bit in the back. With this one here, the bottle and bond, yeah, it's 13 years, it's old. I got 2 other bottles there. I had the 8 somewhere back in there, and like I've had that before, and one day I'll do a review on that. Not so medicinal, but it's still there. So they back down on the Flintstone vitamin on it, but I got the 9 and I have the 15, and from what I can remember, they're a little bit expensive. They're like in the $50, $55, maybe $60 range. The medicinal side stands out. So hence, as you look, the Dickel 8-year, probably one of the best selling ones out there, because they're reaching more of the consumer, the audience out there, and it's good. So I don't know, maybe yeah, you got to keep a little bit of the history of the George Dickel flavor, but maybe tone it down. And if you tone it down, you get more sales. I don't know. I'm not a business person, but I think if you attract more people, you make more money. And then you got the normal people that buy it day in and day out, and I don't know who those people are, because a lot of people on the West Coast, like George Dickel, I'd probably say I know a couple people, probably a handful of people that know about George Dickel, because the other people that don't know anything about it start giggling. It's like kids, the dude's fucking last name, Courtney. So I'm gonna take one more, let you know what the finish is gonna be like. Yeah, with that finish, cherry, oak, still get that medicinal taste, but it's very faint, it's very dry, so it's like you're searching for more. But all in all, this is a good bottle. Me personally, I'm gonna finish this up, maybe replace it with something else, because I still have 3 Dickels sitting inside that liquor cabinet. I gotta work them, knock them out so I can make more room. I got the 9, I got the 8, and I got the 15. Good tasting, and yeah, people source the whiskey from them, because I even had a barrel, one of the barrel selects up at my buddy Jeff's house, and as soon as I took a sip, I knew exactly they got the bourbon from there, from Dickel. So it's distinctive to where you know where it came from, but it's a trademark. It's a tough call. Do you thin it out, get more people, or do you keep pursuing something that some people get turned off from it? And I don't know what the percentage is. I'm sure they've done a study on it and a panel, and they know what they're doing. They make good stuff. They make great bourbon whiskeys, and even with or without, I think it's kind of neat because it's a specific type of flavor, and obviously they sell a shitload of it. People buy it. So let me know in the comments if you've ever had Dickel, or if you like it or not. So Obviously, if you give me an answer if you like it or not, you've had it. But if you haven't, try it. Try the 8. It's very faint with that Flintstone vitamin taste to it. Very faint. Everything else has that prominent Flintstone vitamin taste to it. So, hey, if this was helpful, and I think the Bottle and Bond is probably the best tasting out of all of them. I think it is, but this is a 13-year-old. So some of the Bottle and Bonds that they have, I got a little rat dog running around here. Some of the Bottle and Bonds are not 13, they may be 11, maybe 12. So it all depends because they're looking for a specific flavor profile. So, hey, if you like this, hey, leave a comment. Let me know if you had Dickel and if you like it or not. All right, share it, pass it on. I'm Matt, later.